This video is going live just before Halloween, All Hallows Eve, but it's not about that festival. It's about a much older pagan festival called Samhain that marks the end of the warm months. And in this Highland glen, a modest ceremony will take place. By some accounts, it is the oldest uninterrupted pre-Christian pagan ceremony in the British Isles, and it involves some stone figures that represent powerful forces in Celtic mythology. My goal today is to try to find those figures and the home in which they live. I don't know how easy this will be to find. I've not been here before. Apparently, the stone figures live in a small building, and the glen is only a couple of hours' ride from the busy A82 road through the highlands. What's more, the well-known mountain bike route, Highland Trail 550, passes close past the end of their glen. Their small building is called Tigh Bodach. I think that's House of the Old Man. It's marked on Ordnance Survey maps and is all over internet search engines, so it's not exactly a secret location. But it is respected, and the ride to them is on great tracks. But how old actually is this ceremony or tradition? From what I've read, there's no firm evidence of it going back into prehistory. But equally, to counter that, I've also read that folk who live in these glens have firm family memories of this ceremony having been carried out for hundreds of years. Anyway, regardless of that, my objective today is to find these small ceremonial figures. For me, it's a pretty good sign that the river is low because there are some river crossings on this. The figures I'm looking for are actually stones from a river. Water stones are special. They're sculpted not by man, but by elemental forces, principally the water. Such stones have a long history in Scotland as healing stones and charms, natural magic, if you like. And while I'm not religious, I'm trying to be respectful, which is why I'm not here too close to the ceremonial date. With profound apologies to Gaelic speakers for my Anglo-Saxon tongue, the story goes that the Cailleach and her family were offered shelter from a snowstorm by people in the glen. And they were very grateful, and they left their likenesses in stone as little figures, with the promise that if those likenesses were cared for, then the people and the glen and the animals in it would remain healthy. So that's what these two ceremonies of spring and autumn are all about. Looking after those little stone figures. You know what? I think that is it, just down there. Looks like a very small shieling, the turf roof. See the bike there? I'm quite excited now, because I've heard about this for years. And I read about it again. It reminded me when I read Cameron McNeish's book, his second book. Made a note in my mind then, I'll go and find them. And today, that's what we're doing. It seems people have left offerings. This is the recently renovated Tigh Bodach,
and because it's still summer, the figures are outside the wee house. The Cailleach is a powerful symbol in Celtic mythology associated with landscape and wild places, and known variously as Earth Shaper, Wise Woman, Storm Raiser, and Mistress of Deer. The Bodach is her husband, the others, her children.
If you were expecting some figurative doll, like an action man or a Barbie, then you're going to be disappointed when you get here. But if you can see the feminine curve of a waist in this rock, then you might understand why this place has a very special feel to it.
The stones spend the warm months of the year gazing down the glen, overseeing health and prosperity. But at Samhain, our Halloween, the keepers of these stones will quietly move them into their small turf house and ensure they are comfortable for winter. They'll come back out again at the Beltane festival in May. There are those who will tell you this is a 20th century hoax, a prank almost carried out by estate workers that caught the imagination of the gullible. Like me, perhaps. Although in 2020, Historic Environment Scotland felt it significant enough to designate this site.
Normally in my videos I link to my route on Komoot. On this occasion, I think it's probably better if I don't. I found the location fairly easily with a few searches on the internet, and I think it's probably best if I don't make it too easy. If you really want to get here, you'll manage it. However, if you have enjoyed this, it would be great if you would take a look around my channel, perhaps try one of these videos. And if you like them, subscribe, and I will see you again next time. Goodbye.